Well, hello again. I've drained the bad gas out of the tank. You can see it there. So that's all done. I've cleaned up the top of this thing a bit because it was all black and dirty. Now what I'm going to do is I have my wrench here, and what I've done is I've put the generator up on a block on the back end to tilt it forward so the gravity will help me. I've got my homemade funnel again there. I've got my another water bottle I'm going to drain the bad oil into, the dirty oil. I put a paper towel in the bottom of my funnel, and the reason I've done that is because I often end up dropping the oil plug into the funnel and then I lose it inside the bottle there, and then it's just a mess, and getting it out of there is a mess. So anyway, this is in case the oil plug drops. Now I have a feeling the oil is going to come out with a ferocity, and it may even go past the funnel. And so I'm going to kind of go off to the side here a bit so that I don't get hit too badly with it if it does that. And here we go. We're going to undo the oil plug now. Of course, you can see I've already loosened it a bit. It was really tight. I had to take the wrench, put it on there, and tap it with the hammer a bit. I'm going to just clean the oil plug a bit too, though. I see there's a lot of stuff on there. Just clean that area up a bit. I'm not going to pull this out yet, because the last time I pulled this out, oil poured out of it because it's actually overfilled by quite a bit. That might even be why it quit. So, because there's a computer in here that will shut it down if there's a computer in here that'll shut it down if it gets if there's too much oil in it, or if there's too little oil in it, or if the oil gets too dirty. Any of those things will cause it to shut down. I'm going to just gradually, should see oil coming out of here soon. I'm going to just slowly release this. Should get oil dripping at some point. It may just hit me when it comes out. It may come out real fast. I'm hoping it doesn't. That's why I'm moving very slow. I'm hoping to get a trickle of oil coming out. But yeah, actually that oil don't look that bad. It's really not that dirty. It was just overfilled is all. Anyway, there it is. I'll put my plug up here so I don't lose it. I'll put it right by the gas cap. Yeah. Okay. Well, there it is running out anyway. See if I pull this out here. Now just watch and see what happens. Now enough's ran out, it may not, but it'll make it come out quicker anyway when I do this. Yeah, see it coming out there? It was really coming out there when I opened it up before. You can see I was tilted forward, so it is going to be, but you can actually see the oil. Yeah, it was overfilled anyway. There it is. Even tilted forward, it shouldn't be up where it's at. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll put that up there too. We'll let it drain. It's draining into my bottle. I've got my air cleaner back on. Everything's back together there. And I've cleaned everything up pretty good because it was all black on top with mildew. So most of that's gone now. Plus you can read the labels again. The labels were all covered in black mildew. You couldn't read them. The gas cap was all covered in black mildew too. So that's all done away with now. But I see my funnel's overfilled. So what I'm going to do is I'll put my, because it's getting ready to overflow. So I'll put my cap back, my oil plug back in, and I'll let it drain. It's like that because I put that paper towel in there. But I'll just let it drain all the way through. And when it's gone down completely, and then I'll start again. The paper towel is just slowing down the flow of the oils all. But it's worth doing it that way, because if I lose my oil plug, it just lands in the paper towel and it doesn't land inside the inside my plastic jug. And you can see the levels going down anyway. It's just doing it very slowly. But yeah. Anyway, once I get this done, I've got the new oil to put in it. I don't have any new gasoline right now, so I can't really do anything with as far as testing it today. We're gonna have to go and get some high test gas for it. And with these small engines, you should always use high test gas, because the lower grades of fuel have, well, basically they're corn-based gases. They have ethanol in them and whatnot, and they're just not very good for these small engines. I learned that the hard way, because I have a generator and it was very temperamental when I was running it on the lower grades of fuel. And a friend of mine that knows quite a bit about engines and everything, he gave me some good advice. He said, don't use the low grade fuel on a small engine. He said, get yourself high test gas. You know, the highest octane that they have at the gas station. And you'll pay a little more for it, but you'll have no more problems with your engine running roughly, or not wanting to start, or not wanting to stay running, and all that. And I did that, and I never had any troubles after that. So it was good advice anyway, from an older man who had worked on these things for a long time and knew what he was talking about. And it's always good to get advice from people like that and to follow it, you know. So anyway, I'm not a person like that, but I don't have as much experience as that guy had, but still, I have at least enough sense to listen to people who know about these things, and I found that what I was told by that fellow was true, and it's worked out pretty good for me, so I'm passing it on anyway to anyone else who's watching this and maybe running a small engine type thing like a generator. This is the thing to do. Get yourself high test gas, especially if you found that it's idling rough and that it's not wanting to start, or it's not wanting to stay running, or just generally being temperamental. High test gas, it's amazing the difference you see when you start running it on high test gas. So that's it for now. I'll talk to you later. I'm just going to let my funnel drain down, and then I'll pull my plug again and continue. You know, when you're doing this kind of work, patience and being patient and methodical are two huge things. Always be patient and methodical. Another thing is, before you work on any engine of any description, with these, you know, small engine or whatever, it's like a small engine like this anyway, pull your spark plug. If you're working on a lawnmower or a generator or anything, always pull your spark plug. You don't have to pull your plug, but pull your wire. Pull your spark plug wire off before you do any work on these things of any kind. You know, that's just another little piece of advice anyway. So that's it for now. Talk later.